Hi, my name's Dan Keane. I'm a composer, producer and musician based in London, and today I'm going to be composing a piece of music in 20 minutes accompanying a short nature-inspired film using three signature libraries by Fracture Sounds. They are Woodchester Piano, Petrichor, which is one of mine, and Alex Parsons' new Trails library, which features violin and cello combinations and, on their own, synths, a granular engine, and also a beautiful Faulkner dulcichord. So I've created a little template here with some of my favourite patches from Trails, and I've also got Petrichor and Woodchester up here. And I'm going to show you the film, which I've just edited together, and I'm going to kind of point out along the way what things I'm going to keep note of. So it starts off quite soft, quite dreamy. I can imagine sort of soft padded elements here, and then wind rushing through. We might have a storm brewing. Oh yeah, we've definitely got a storm brewing. So with that, the clouds, oh yeah, they're rolling in thick and fast. So we'll want a bit of growth here. Here's our first little bit of texture with the rain, which I definitely think we can mirror with some of these beautiful techniques. The rain is passing overhead, a time lapse ensues, and then the sun comes out on the other side, and we end with a beautiful shot heading towards the sun. Now, obviously, we don't have to completely mirror this, and it's natural to think, oh, well, there's a bird, so I should make something that sounds like a bird. I think you should always write what sounds most musical. As I said before, I think I'm going to start with something quite simple. So I'm going to go with this soft pad to begin with. And let's just see how we go. Hitting play now. All right, let's begin. So using a combination of the mod wheel and expression here to adjust the intensity and the volume of this pad. I was trying to be really simple there because I think there's a risk of just kind of overdoing it in one patch. I want lots of soft elements here to be working with each other. So I'm going to use this, which I've called No Rosin, because it just feels like lots of bow and not very much note. So I think I'm going to bring that in when we start seeing this wind here. So I'm going to patch in on this. I was unsure whether to give it that major chord at the end. I'm not so sure if I needed to do that. Let's back out another synth here. Yeah, I don't like it going to the major. I feel like it just needs something a bit more subtle than that. Lovely long reverb there. So this is using the mod wheel to go between three different layers, which I absolutely love. It's such a creative way to work. to change that note right away because that's kind of annoying. Had something else that I call bubbly tape. Oh yeah, this can go a little earlier on. I think this is good to accompany when the rain first starts. Might try something higher up. Stunning. Okay, let's go with this Faulkner Dulcimer chord. I actually had the pleasure of playing this instrument when I went to see Alex at his studio recently, and it's really nice. It's even nicer, I think, in this instrument because, well, it's quite difficult to tune. And if you want to enable the broken tuning, the real instrument sounds a little closer to that, I think. I don't mind it sounding perfect. It's one of the nicest instruments I've played of this type. It's just got such a lovely range to it. I think I could do better than that. I like the idea of groups of three. It's really lovely. Really got to know what the harmony is here. I don't know why I went up to the C sharp just then. Sounds a little bit too ominous, that. I'm going to quantize this, never to 100%, but about 75% should do it. I'm also going to bring down the velocity slightly. See what this uplifting synth was. Yeah, I don't think we're ready for that quite yet. You know what, actually, I'm going to go into the violin and cello combined ricochets. So if you click on this little cog here, you can actually activate the ping pong delay, which is awesome. So you can take a sound, you can take a sound which would have been like this, and if you turn this up, Let's see if I can wind that in. Yeah, it kind of needs. Might just turn up the tightness here a little bit. This is where you kind of blur the lines between real and hybrid. I don't mind it feeling kind of synthy. Have a listen to that. Let's quantize that a little harder this time because I want to get it really snappy. And maybe we add some reinforcements. Try that, that sounds pretty cool. Sorry, I messed that up at the end. I feel like if I combine this and kind of go like that, I might be able to do something interesting. Okay. We've got to get Petrichor out. Let's have that in from the start. need to get these to turn down, get this up. And I think we'll bring in the piano as a sort of sobering reinforcement. I guess we've decided that we are actually, in fact, still in F minor. I just wanted to do that to soften that entry a little bit because it felt a bit strong. I'm going to bust these and have them just fade up gradually. I'm going to see what more I can do with that actually, because we need a bit more going on, I think. So I might break away from the script slightly, go into my solo cello textures just by themselves. That's what I'm looking for. That's it. Right, let's add some of that. Hope you can still see this film up here. There we go. Fade out again at the end, and I might just drown this in reverb because it kind of wants a little more of that, I think. What was this one? Splitting Atoms. Oh yeah, this one was cool. I mapped the mod wheel to loads of effects, so it starts like this. If that doesn't sound like rain, I don't know what does. So let's get that just as the rain's starting to fall. Except you can't hear it. Let's just turn that up. Okay. So let's just get that to come up and then back down again. We don't need it for very long. I might use my remaining time to clean things up a tad. In fact, actually, before I do that, let me just add some blooms. Isn't that such a lovely tone? they're in for too long. Again, I'm going to bring out my Pro Q3 here and just that's the sound I love. So nice. Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice little just reminder of where we are in that. Again, I'm going to take off some of the low end here because I've already got that in the synths. So let's just do it like that. Oh my goodness. There we go. So technically the 20-minute timer has finished. Would I do some more stuff to this to make it sound really excellent? Well, I would, of course I would. I wouldn't want you to think that I would think this is complete, but in the space of 20 minutes, you can compose a 45-second cue with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different elements in it. And I think that proves just how easy it is to get started with some of these instruments. Particularly these more textural toolkits. They're excellent for scoring music like this, stuff that's got movement in it. But also they work really well by themselves. I mean, I've been using Dulcichord in like a pop track, you know, so you can definitely use these instruments in isolation or in context with other things. But I really love the combination, particularly of petrichor and trails together, because there's something beautiful about the breadth of the woodwind combined with the strings and the bows that you have in trails. So I really, really love this combination. Let's have a listen to the full piece accompanying our scene. And thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done already, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Goodbye.